Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Jey Uso sends cryptic three-word message amid rumors of a potential reunion with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. The world of WWE thrives on shocking moments, intense rivalries, and unexpected reunions. One of the most electrifying storylines in recent memory has been the rise, fall, and inner conflict of the Bloodline, WWE's most dominant faction in recent history. At the heart of it all are the Usos, Jey and Jimmy, whose loyalty to their cousin, Roman Reigns, has created some of the most emotionally charged moments in wrestling. Now, with the WWE Universe abuzz over the possibility of a Bloodline reunion, Jey Uso has stoked the flames by sending a cryptic three-word message, "I'm still Us." This brief yet powerful statement comes at a time when speculation is swirling about whether Jey Uso will reunite with Roman and Jimmy, reigniting the legacy of the Bloodline. But what does this message mean? Is it a sign that Jey is ready to return to the family fold? Or is it a declaration that he's standing tall on his own? Use for life, but no longer under Roman's shadow? Let's dive into the significance of Jey's message and the potential implications for WWE's most compelling storyline. To understand the gravity of Jey's message, we have to revisit the downfall of the Bloodline. When Roman Reigns first returned in 2020 as the tribal chief, he quickly enlisted his cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso, to form a dominant faction. For 2 years, they ruled WWE, with Roman holding the Universal Championship in an iron grip and the Usos becoming one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Together, they destroyed anyone who dared challenge their family's supremacy. However, as time went on, cracks began to form in the Bloodline. Roman's increasingly tyrannical leadership style, combined with his need for absolute control, led to tension between him and his cousins. Jey, in particular, found himself questioning whether Roman's leadership was worth the sacrifice of his individuality and freedom. The tension boiled over at Night of Champions 2023, when Jimmy Uso shockingly betrayed Roman, delivering a super kick that shattered the family bond. Jey, torn between his twin brother Jimmy and his loyalty to Roman, faced the ultimate dilemma. For months, the WWE Universe witnessed Jey's internal struggle as he grappled with his loyalty to his family and his desire to step out of Roman's shadow. Ultimately, Jey chose to side with Jimmy, and at SummerSlam 2023, they attempted to dethrone Roman Reigns. However, the plan failed, and Jey was left standing alone, questioning his future in WWE. Following SummerSlam, Jey made a bold decision to walk away from the Bloodline and WWE altogether. On an episode of SmackDown, Jey declared that he was out of WWE, leaving fans and superstars alike in shock. For Jey, it was more than just a storyline. It was a declaration of independence. After years of living in Roman's shadow and fighting alongside his brother, Jey decided it was time to forge his own path. His absence from WWE, however, was short-lived. Jey returned to WWE under the Monday Night Raw banner, drafted to the Red brand as a solo competitor. The move was seen as a fresh start for Jey, giving him the opportunity to prove himself as a singles competitor and step out from the lingering shadow of the Bloodline. Fans were eager to see whether Jey could succeed without his family and establish himself as a top-tier superstar on his own terms. Yet, even as Jey settled into his new role on Raw, rumors of a Bloodline reunion never truly died down. The ties of family, especially in WWE, run deep, and the notion of Jey eventually returning to Roman and Jimmy has lingered in the air. Jey's recent three-word message, "I'm still Us," has only intensified these rumors, leaving fans to wonder if a reunion is imminent. At first glance, Jey's message may seem straightforward. Us, short for Uso, is a Samoan term for brother, and has become synonymous with Jey and Jimmy's identity in WWE. The phrase could simply be a reaffirmation of Jey's Samoan heritage and his deep connection to his family. Even if Jey has left the Bloodline and WWE's SmackDown roster, his identity as an Uso, a member of one of the most storied wrestling families in history, remains unchanged. However, the timing of this message is what makes it so intriguing. In the wake of rumors about a potential Bloodline reunion, Jey's cryptic statement seems to hint at unfinished business. Could it be a subtle signal that, despite all the drama and betrayal, Jey is still willing to return to the family fold? After all, family is a central theme in the Bloodline storyline, and loyalty runs deep in the Samoan dynasty. Alternatively, Jey's message could be interpreted as a declaration of independence. "I'm still Uso" might mean that while Jey will always be part of the Samoan wrestling lineage, he's standing tall on his own now, without the need for Roman's approval or Jimmy's partnership. In this interpretation, Jey is still proud of who he is but is carving out his own legacy separate from the family drama that has dominated his career for years. As with all things WWE, rumors about potential storylines are part of the fun for fans. In recent weeks, speculation has run rampant that Jey could be on the verge of reuniting with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso, setting the stage for a Bloodline revival. While Jey's solo run on Raw has been well received, the allure of family drama, especially in WWE, is always a powerful narrative tool. One of the key factors fueling these rumors is the unresolved tension between Roman, Jimmy, and Jey. While Jey and Jimmy initially stood united against Roman, cracks have since appeared between the brothers. Jimmy's behavior has become more erratic, and he seems to be on a path back to Roman's side. If Jimmy were to fully realign with Roman, it could set up a scenario where Jey is once again forced to choose between his twin brother and his desire for freedom. Furthermore, Roman's long-standing dominance as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion has left a trail of broken alliances in his wake. But it's clear that the Bloodline is not the same without the Usos. Reuniting Jey, Jimmy, and Roman would inject new life into the storyline and give WWE creative more options to explore deeper family dynamics. So, what does the future hold for Jey Uso? His cryptic message has left fans speculating, but only time will tell if Jey is ready to return to the Bloodline, or if he's content forging his own path. The prospect of a Bloodline reunion is tantalizing, but it also presents a risk. Could it undo all the character development Jey has undergone as a solo star? Triple H and WWE Creative have the opportunity to craft a storyline that blends family loyalty with personal ambition, a classic wrestling narrative that has worked for decades. Jey Uso's arc has been one of the most emotional and compelling stories in recent years, and the WWE Universe is fully invested in what comes next. Whether Jey's message of "I'm still Uso" signals a return to Roman and Jimmy or a declaration of independence, one thing is certain: the Usos' family drama is far from over. A reunion with Roman and Jimmy could reignite the Bloodline's dominance, but it might also give Jey the chance to finally rise above his family's legacy and become his own man. The only question is, will Jey Uso choose loyalty to family, or will he continue down the path of independence? One thing is for sure: the WWE Universe is watching closely, and whatever Jey Uso decides, it will be nothing short of must-see TV.